Today is our first day of about a week's stay in Latvia. We are staying in Riga for the next 6 days, and today we are getting about the latest start we have ever gotten on a trip. We didn't leave until 3 p.m. We got in from the airport at about 1:30 last night after the longest travel day we've ever had. So we are trying to make the most out of our day with the super late start. We're on our way to go get some coffee.
One of our favorite things to experience when we come to a new place is the coffee culture, and there's probably 2 places here in Riga that people consistently recommend in all the blogs and everything that we've seen online. One of them is this place called Kalva, and then another place we'll probably visit tomorrow or the next day. But already it smells really good. It seems like a place that would be really good for getting some work done, but they also, some of the tables say no laptops, just promotes a sort of a more fun atmosphere, I think, of just people sitting around and talking. And that's one of the things that we've already really liked about being here, is just walking through these different parks. There's just been so many different people sitting around having conversation and just enjoying their day. It's just a really, really nice place to be. Sabrina got an espresso, I got a double espresso. It is about 4 p.m., so we might be up late, but we've been really tired trying to recover from our 12-hour sleep. Also, the person who served us, he just came by and he was like, I brewed a single batch for myself, but I've had a little too much coffee for today, and so he brought us some more. We decided to try it. So it's from Kenya. Gonna be highly caffeinated. Double espresso at 4 p.m. and another little cup of coffee. Now that we've had a few coffees,
A lot of coffee.
our day is officially started at like 5:30 p.m. So we're gonna go get some late lunch, some very late lunch.
I think you could just call it dinner.
Yeah, I guess at this point it's just called dinner. We're going to a place called Lido, which is a place that a lot of people recommend to at least start with, because it's a chain, but they have a bunch of different Latvian foods, and apparently it's fairly good.
Yeah,
it's a good place to just like try out a few different Latvian dishes, and then you can go to smaller places and try out those dishes in better places.
Yes, I'm so excited. I'm so hungry. This smells so amazing, and I'm so hungry. I cannot wait to try all of this. So I think we pretty much, so we entirely got different things. I got a cold beetroot soup, which looks really interesting. I'm excited to try it. I also got pork, potatoes, and a huge plate of sauerkraut. I really thought we'd be able to get like smaller portions and try more, but they really just fill your plates up fast, because for the hot stuff, the people working here serve it for you. Other than that, like for colder stuff, you get it yourself. But I asked for a small plate because I was gonna get like a little pile of sauerkraut and then something else, and this is how much sauerkraut they gave me. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm excited that we did this before having any other food today. I think this is best case scenario for hopefully being able to finish all of this, but worst case, hopefully they have to-go boxes and we can put it in the fridge in our Airbnb.
And then I got chicken thigh with some chili lime sauce, which is not something that I really expected to have here, but I don't know if it's like a traditional meal or not. And then beef steak with wine sauce, which definitely sounds traditional. And then some fried potatoes. All of it looks super good. Again, they piled it on, so I think we're going to be very full after all of this. Not exactly flavors I expected to have in Latvia, but this is really, really good. The beef steak is very rich, or not very rich, but like lots of onions, and it just tastes like a really good, really savory meatloaf. It's so good.
It feels like we barely put a dent in this food. But luckily, they do have to-go boxes, so we'll have this all for a late dinner tonight, a second dinner tonight.
What was your favorite dish?
My favorite was either the pork that I got, or was it beef steak? Is that what it was called?
Beef steak with wine sauce.
Yeah, those were both really good. I was also pretty pleasantly surprised with the beetroot soup. It's cold, so I knew it was going to be really refreshing, which is nice because it's really hot in here. But there's so much dill in it that it really reminds me of like a more liquidy tzatziki sauce with an aftertaste of beef. It's really good and really nice for a hot day. What was your favorite?
Oh yeah, the beef steak for sure.
Yeah, okay. It was really good. Oh my gosh. And for all of this, it was 25 euros or about 29 US dollars.
For 2 meals, that's not bad.
No, well,
For 2 meals and a week's worth of sauerkraut.
Yeah. I can't believe how much sauerkraut they gave us. But yeah, all very good. Great start to food here in Latvia. We dropped off our food at our Airbnb and started heading towards Old Town. So far, we passed a lot of bars, a lot of hostels, and some very beautiful buildings, so it was still a really nice walk.
Yeah, the architecture here is pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. It's gotten pretty cloudy, and I can't tell if it's going to rain on us, so we might have to change our plans, but right now we're standing at the bottom of St. Peter's Church, and we thought we'd try to go to the top and get a nice view of the city. Standing below this is absolutely insane. We just kind of rounded the corner, not realizing we were going to be right at the base of it, and it's so beautiful to look up at. I'm really excited to go in though and see the views of the rest of the city.
Let's go.
We forgot it's 9 euros per person to go up in the observation tower at the cathedral or at the church. So I think if we do that, we'll save it for later in our trip when we have a better idea of our leftover budget. And until then, we're gonna sit on a bench for a few minutes and enjoy the view from the base of the church.
This is a pretty incredible view too.
It really is. It's so beautiful.
This is a really awesome town because there's so much beauty and culture compacted into such a small area. The place that we've been walking around, we really haven't been walking for that long, but right here is the House of the Blackheads, which is one of the biggest sites in the city. And then right next to it is the Soviet Occupation Museum, which I didn't even realize were right next to each other, but this is one of the museums that we're going to go to on one of the days coming up.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
If anything's open on Sunday. We haven't really looked.
Yeah, but the architecture is just so beautiful, and we didn't even realize that this was going to be so close. There's just so much to do in such a small amount of space. I really like the city so far.
We made it to the river in time enough to pretty much get a quick glance, and then it started raining on us. So we came back to this little square that we were walking around earlier and got some drinks. And they had live music when we were walking by earlier, and I think they're just about to get started again. So I think we're gonna hang out here and see if the rain kind of goes away. At places like that, I always really assume it's 100% tourists in there. I mean, we're right in the middle of the tourist neighborhood, but we happen to be sitting at a table with a couple of locals, a few locals, and we had so much fun. They all got up and were dancing along to the music, and one of them actually teaches swing dancing lessons here in Riga, and it was so much fun just watching them. They looked like they were having a great time. So if you like dancing, especially swing dancing, and come here, look up swing dancing lessons. I don't know, I think that'd be a fun addition to a trip. But we just finished our drinks, it's not raining, and we still have about 20 minutes till sunset. So we're gonna go and I think find some dessert.
Yes.
From here you can also see all the people up at the top of the church for sunset. I bet they're getting a great sunset view right now.
But we're €9 richer than them.
Good point. Not the worst way to spend 18 euros though. I bet that's a really great sunset. So we just sat down at Riga's most romantic cafe. Is that what it's called? Or is that like the tagline of it? It's not the name, but... And we ordered 2 cakes. We got a cottage cheesecake and a carrot cake, which was the favorite of the girl we ordered from. So we're gonna see how we like them both. I think this cottage cheesecake is a pretty local dessert, but it definitely looks a little fancier than maybe other options. It has like a slice of peach on it and some fruit, stuff like that. It looks really good. Oh, it smells really sweet, really good. That's honestly amazing. I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of, because it tastes very similar to like other cake that we've had, but it's really good, just really creamy, and I think it has like...
It's pretty different than normal cheesecake.
No, not really. It's lighter, but yeah, honestly, I feel like the name probably will scare a lot of people away, but I think it's really good. 10 p.m. really comes up fast when you wake up at 2 p.m.
Who knew? When you wake up at 2 p.m. where it doesn't get dark in the summer?
Yeah, look, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, it's 10 p.m. and it looks like this.
It's crazy.
Kind of crazy. It only looks this dark because we're under tree cover.
Yeah. I think we're gonna head back to our Airbnb and use this 20 or so minute walk to hopefully get hungry enough to eat our leftovers so we can start fresh tomorrow. But yeah, we've had a really full day. I am so happy that we got out and did as much as we did, even though we got up at 2. It's gonna be a cool rest of our trip.
Yeah.
We have 5 more days.